Hi, I just read this illustrated book called Big Panda and Tiny Dragon by James Norbury. It's a very beautifully illustrated book and very so there's not really a large story here. It's I think in the uh, in the tradition of a fable, a panda and a big panda, grown up panda, and a small dragon, they meet, they become friends, and they go on a journey, and they travel through four seasons of the year. The story, or rather, the journey begins in spring, then moves into summer, then autumn, then winter. Um, it's not really plot based or anything. It's just a reflective, meditative look on what life is about and how does one traverse through it. So there are these lessons that one must stop to smell the flower. One must very quietly think about one's role in the large plan of the world and the universe. So I think it's a book that needs to be read a little by little, but because it's mainly illustrated, and I actually bought the book because this is something that I wanted to write myself. I was sketching at some point, and I thought that I should write something like this, like maybe just a one line explanation of what my art meant. Um, so I liked the composition of the book, like the way it's done. So I'll just show this. So this is one type of illustration. Then then there are some very beautiful paintings of the panda and the dragon sitting on some huge cliff, and they are just like really small. And there is a motif of a leaf that is used by the dragon in every season. So in spring, it it's used as the dragon uses it as a sailboat to have fun with. Then in some other season, it uses the leaf as an umbrella, and it bites off a little bit of it for food. So I think that there is this is what it meant to me, that everybody is given a fixed number of resources, but the resources themselves, although they may be fixed in terms of number, they are quite flexible in the way they can be used. So, like the leaf, which can be an umbrella in one season and a sailboat in the other, one's own trait. Perhaps like one's ability to think or overthink, or one's ability to listen or not listen, you know, in and of itself it is not good or bad. It's how one chooses to use it in the circumstance. So that was an interesting touch. The others are, I mean, they seem to me truisms that we all know, but the illustration is pretty, and it's a very well. The composition of the pages is nice. Yeah, so it's a good read, but I think that it's something that one may want to keep on standby and maybe dip into it just when things are getting a little overwhelming and you need a little bit of stillness. In fact, there is one of my favorite illustrations in the book is about this tiny dragon and this panda. They're sitting down, and you see two thought bubbles. The tiny dragon has the thought bubble that is imagining itself to be a full, you know, a full grown big dragon. And the panda's thought bubble is about the tiny dragon and the panda thinking, sitting down and thinking about what they have to be thinking about. Essentially, it conveys that the panda is living in the moment. That Not so much living in the moment, but The panda's greatest desire is whatever the current moment has brought it. And if one has managed that, then one has won, I suppose. So it's a pretty book. Seemed a little simplistic in places, but in some places it is quite rich and deep. Um, Definitely something to refer back to, maybe in time.